Welcome everybody to the Situation Room. No music, no nothing, because we're on a serious note tonight.
And
Hey man, I'm muting you. I'm muting you till you can talk. Till it's time to talk. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I even made sure Doc is sick, but I still dragged him, kicking and screaming, to make sure he was here tonight to explain some of the finer details people are overlooking.
I've been here for 45 minutes, you asshole.
Yeah, but you wanted to go back to bed as soon as you knew I was going to be on.
You're
for sure.
damn right I did.
But I made sure he wasn't leaving.
I still do.
There is so much to cover tonight. I even dragged on Anonymous because I knew he needed a place to vent. I got Debo that's been playing this game longer than God and almost got everything maxed. I got Z-Man that loves this game. He's got multiple accounts trying to always get them better. I mean, and I brought Mistress in here because she's got the pulse of her sector. There's no doubt about it. The sector talks to her quite a bit. So I brought in a pretty good panel here, guys. So tonight, I'm going to let Doc start, and I'm going to get to cover the crap, which will be the calendar at the end. But Doc's going to cover the most important topic right here, right now. And ladies and gentlemen, please be aware, this topic might get a little heated. But go ahead, Doc. Let it rip.
Well, first of all, when the show's done, I will be renaming it to Ding Dong Harbin's Dead. I'm getting that out of the way first.
I should have did that.
You should have did that, but it only just came up in the back of my head. So after the show, it will be renamed to Ding Dong Harbin is Dead. So, as that being said, as effective of June the 3rd, KIXEYE has entered the agreement to be acquired by the Stillfront Group, who are from Sweden. I have looked into these. I mean, this announcement came 2
days ago.
Yeah. And I thought about it, and there's going to be a show at some point anyway, so I might as well wait for it to happen. That's somebody's dog.
That would be mine, but I'm muting. I'm sorry.
But apparently, it's an investment group for game portfolios with long life cycles and loyal users. Apparently, what they mean is stretch out as much as they can and drain as much money as they can from their customer base. This is KIXEYE's MO. KIXEYE invented this shit. You had games like fucking Farmville prior to Backyard Monsters ever existing, and that's the game that started it all. Casual Collective that then became KIXEYE, released Battle Pirates and War Commander and Vega, Conflict, and several other failed endeavors that just don't do what they want. But at the moment, this is KIXEYE's existing portfolio of War Commander, Battle Pirates, Vega Conflict, and Rogue Assault, and their new MMO that they're coming out with. But here's the bit that I love to see very much. The note from the new president of KIXEYE, Clayton Stark. Will Harbin is gone forever. That's a name I will never... I will rue the day I ever see that name again, I swear.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry, Doc.
Oh, I know. I know. I could not be fucking happier. But that bastard is finally stopped sticking his nose in shit that doesn't belong to him to begin with.
For clarification, I don't know if he actually sticks his nose in shit, but he might.
Well, he's been poking his fucking nose up everyone's arseholes for the last 6.5 years, so.
Can't argue with that.
And a bunch of other people slightly longer than that. Apparently, according to the official notice, the game teams aren't undergoing any significant changes. What I've heard on the grapevine is slightly different, but until it is confirmed or not confirmed, everything is hearsay and subject to change, but I'm not wrong.
Let's make this one thing clear. They have announced closure offices. Okay, San Francisco office, which we deal with most of the time for Wrong Thinker in the past, for Storm Chaser now, that office is gone. Well, will be gone.
Is that official news?
That was officially posted. Canada, there's 3 Australia and Vietnam, I believe, are staying open.
Vietnam?
Or something like that. I think that's what it was. I can't fucking remember off the top of my head.
Well, they say you've never been to Nam, man. But what can you say? Well, that's
I can guarantee Canada and Australia are staying open.
Australia. The Australian studio will stay open regardless.
But San Fran is gone. It will be wiped off the map. So now there's several ways this could be clarified. Now they say not major changes to the game team. They could relocate most of them.
They could.
Or they could give them that official severance package, have a nice fucking day, kicked out the door.
Well, but there is always that. But there's also this, and if it puts me on a fucking ad again, I'm going to flip my goddamn it.
I'm watching it and laughing.
You can't. I don't know where the fuck this article came from, but this is where it started. And it's the worst fucking built website I've ever seen in my life. Everything is an ad. If you click in the wrong place, you're going somewhere you don't want to be. But this is basically the fat of everything that's been happening at the moment. And they've been acquired for up to, at the moment, $120 million. Still, they've 100% bought the company outright for $90 million. And the deal could be as much as $30 million on top through earnouts based on the company's performance for the rest of the financial year. So the official purchase date is July the 1st, when it's expected to be completed, and KixEye will be under the Stillfront banner. Whether or not they stay KixEye or become the part of the Stillfront group and have a new logo and new stuff, which is, again, it's entirely up to them to do whatever the fuck they want with it. And if they go on to KixEye's portfolio, which we already know about, the development related to the new MMO, Kingdom Maker, whatever the fuck that's going to be.
Kingdom Maker, Will Harvin is keeping?
No.
Yes, that has been clarified. He has taken that to a company out in Georgia, World something. And
assets related to the development of MMO, Kingdom Maker will be divested?
Separated and sent to Will Harvin.
That's entirely up to them, I suppose.
It's official. That's already done right there. Global Worldwide will be taking that, and Will Harvin will be working side by side with them.
Oh, shit. So he's not dead yet.
Well, he's dead to us. That's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Unaudited net revenue for Q1 is all financial crap. Again, KixEye's strategy fits in with theirs, so you're either going to get boned twice as hard, or the game will be dead twice as fast. They talk about being the pioneers in the free-to-play gaming industry, and they are. I cannot deny that. As well as developing their IPs, which were the first of their kind. Battle Pirates and War Commander were the first games of their kind. Anything that has come out after that has been a clone of some kind or a copy.
Vega.
No, Vega is something else entirely.
Yeah, well, they took it out of the sunset phase and brought it back to life from what everybody's saying.
I've heard similar things, but it's not going to make me go anywhere fucking near it again. And with that being said, this is about as far as we can. We can speculate if these guys are going to be any good or not, but...
Okay, well, let's bring up the fact that there is $30 million possible dollars going to the three owners. Possible. But that's only if War Commander, Vega, well, basically KixEye performs like it's supposed to. Now, we've all played this game a very, very fucking long time. And I can honestly say I don't think it's going to meet the standards because, let's be honest, yes, everybody's PvPing. Nobody's spending the dime, though, because they're all hitting dead bases. Now, I'm going to go down the panel and ask everybody, do you think KixEye's going to, when they see the dollar sign, do you think they'll consider that performing better or worse than what it was? Let's start with Anonymous. What do you think?
Oh, boy. performing better than what it was? No, the game has not been the same in, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. It used to be good, and now, it's all about the almighty dollar. The costs of the units are going up. They're shoving building upgrades down our throats left and right, and it's just a big scheme. So they can pump up their numbers right before they sell this company, and they really don't give a damn about us one bit. So.
Anonymous, you're 100% right. They wanted to show higher activity. So what did they do? They said PvP's in. We're going to do we're going to do a test, and so everybody's out there hitting. And number wise, it looks like there's a lot of PvP activity right now.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, it's all dead bases. I know several people that will not hit a live base. Actually, I know most people. Most people have either walked away or if they are staying.
I'll put a slight correction on your statement there for a minute, Roy.
Okay.
It's not that they're not looking at activity. They're looking at money.
Well, they ain't getting no money right now, I can tell you that.
Oh, they are. It's just you don't see it. You don't see who's putting money in.
Well, I can
Whether
tell
they're
you
hitting dead bases or live bases, revenue is quarterly. So Q1 has already gone. Q2 is pretty much now, or the end of the month at least.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go from Q2 to Q3 to Q4, and then they'll make the decision. And at the end of the fiscal year, well, America's fiscal year is an odd one because yours is the January and ours is April, which is really fucking weird. So that screws up with more stuff, I suppose. But again, you've got to look at it in a very different way. It has nothing to do with player activity at all at this point.
No, that's all. Right now, I guarantee they're saying, look at our player activity, and they're not showing them that the dollar amount is way, way down.
Nah, activity is irrelevant.
No.
It really is.
Well, we'll find out, I guess, won't we?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to find out, and hopefully not in a brutal way when they flip the lights off. Guys, it's happened, though. If you guys remember Backyard Monsters?
They will just switch the fucking light off. They've done it before.
Backyard Monsters, everybody logged out for, what was it? I think they said it was for routine maintenance and never came back on.
Oh, no. It came back on. It was on, but it was never updated again.
And they sell it in Steam or something like that?
I don't even think it made it to Steam.
No, Backyard Monsters never made it to Steam. It was the early one. It was early days for them then.
Okay.
There was no real point in trying to even attempt to port it to Steam. It's been offline now for that long that nobody really cares.
But the only point of it is if Kixeye wants to shut it off,
they will just shut it off.
Now, I don't know about this company. They're spending a lot of money to buy it.
Well, here's the thing that isn't listed there. And again, it comes from, for God's sake, it comes from an unofficial thing from somebody I will remain nameless that some EA attempted to buy Kixeye a couple of years ago for $300 million.
Correct. I remember that.
And Will Harbin said no. Because Will Harbin is a financially inept puppet master dickhead. Will Harbin is inept at everything he tries to do. He will poke his nose in and fuck it up. What the bloody hell was it called? That stupid little mobile arena game he came up with to try and combat League of Legends and Dota 2 failed miserably because it was his pet project that he would not leave the developers alone to do and create it properly. Oh, no, this is wrong, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. He is a micromanaging prick. He always has been. He always will be. Anything Will Harbin has ever poked his nose in has ultimately gone down the fucking drain.
Debo, what do you think? Is this game going to keep performing? Is it going to perform better or worse than what Steelhead is hoping?
I'm going to say it's going to go worse. But I mean, I'm holding the optimism that this new company is gonna turn some corners and really make us want to stick around and make new players want to come in. And I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible, but I don't think they're not getting their nut at the end of that 30 the extra 30 mil. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
There's a lot of money leaving this game. So
Yeah. Okay. Mistress, what about yourself?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was crackling before. I haven't put that much in the game, and I see it all over where people don't want to do anything, will defend, but nobody's got the will to go out there and beat down a sector the way they used to. There are some teams out there taking advantage of that as well, and bullying. But I don't know where the game is going to go. I played one game once and they just closed it down completely. They got their money. It's going to depend on their servers, their business plan. They'll probably swap out the development team after they learn from them, is my thought. But,
Yeah, I put my money on that, to be honest. I don't think we're going. I don't think there might be one or two from the development team that'll make the cut. But I got a feeling a lot are going to be on that little pink letter.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's your severance pay. Now fuck off.
Well, I honestly don't think that the team could possibly get much worse than it is right now.
Anonymous, what's sad though? Let's be honest. You and I, we've had our ins and outs and talks a long time ago. But when Storm Chaser came out, he was beating on the door trying to make this game better. True or false?
Yeah, he was, and he's still very responsive. He's still, tries to help out as best as he can. But at the end of the day, I think he pulls a blind eye because he's told to.
I feel you're correct. I also feel that he's being led down the path of a bunch of farmers, which is killing the game.
Oh yeah, that Discord is one of the worst things.
I wasn't even going to say Discord, but you had to bring it up. Yeah, Discord is not good.
And it's a great outlet that we get a chance to finally talk to the game team. But then again, those people that don't coin their repairs, they sit in the Discord and they wait for their repairs. So they're not really like big PvP players. So those are the ones that talk the most, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
And boy, are they getting the fucking grease, because everything, including, Doc, if I could find it, which I think I can, I got a screenshot of Cybertwat. Yes, I'm going to call him just like the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Cybertwat. I think I sent it to you, didn't I, Doc?
You did. You did.
Where did I send it at? Discord or...
I'm not sure. You might have posted it. I bet you it's been scrolled over all the shit.
I sent it to you in PM, I think. I think. Cybertwat, even let's be honest. We all know Cybertoad is not the biggest PvPer in the game.
Oh, I got it. And it says, I would be one of the idiots that asked Kickside to allow players to attack platoons and not lose a bubble. If you're not going to join the discussion with the Kickside team in Discord, don't come here and complain after the changes are made. That was a forum post.
That was on the forums.
The Cybertoad line has come up, and I had it out with him a little bit the other day to the point where I was going to report him as a moderator to the new CM Lyle, I think his name is.
Yes, it is.
Because I'm sitting there, my infamy drip's not working, and I'm talking to him on Discord. I'm going into Discord 2-3 times a day trying to get this figured out. Why isn't this working? Is there any news yet? All I want is a response from the game team letting me know that they're aware of it. I got nothing. And then I get Cybertoad running his little mouth there saying, oh yeah, why don't you take a 45-minute video of your base so that we can see that you're not getting it. First off, who the fuck is going to sit there and record their base for 45 minutes?
Summer Phoenix.
Who the fuck is going to upload it?
Summer Phoenix.
Going to fucking watch it.
Sorry.
And then later on in the conversation, he's still talking. Oh, I told a player to screenshot his base. every 15 minutes, and he refused to listen to me. So I screenshotted everything he said, and I said, "Don't lie, you told me to take a 45-minute video." And then he had the audacity to tell me, "Oh, you're not as special as you think you are. I wasn't even talking about you." So yeah,
Yeah.
oh man, that's one guy that I don't often wish bad things on people, but
When I got sent that, I just shook my head and said, by the way, it got sent to me by somebody that's not very happy with me right now. Not a friend. We were great friends. We're on the outs for whatever reasons, and he still took the time to send me that screenshot just to show how much of a fucking douchebag Cybertoad is. Now,
unbelievable. You know, they could cycle their moderators. They could do a lot of things, but you know,
They
at
could,
the end
but
of the
they
day,
don't.
It's about
Exactly.
the almighty dollar. Who causes the most drama? Who makes who fight who?
Who can kiss the most ass?
Yeah.
But the real question is, can I go to your YouTube page right now and see a 45-minute of your video watching? Just tell me it's so, and I'm clicking it right now. I'm liking,
I'll do it for
commenting,
you.
and subscribing at that point.
I would have to load my base and sit there and watch it for 45 minutes. So the little, you're away from the screen commander thing doesn't come up. Do you know how boring that would fucking be?
Yeah, pretty fucking boring. But then again, if you haven't been playing the game, that's pretty much what we're doing anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I get maybe 2 bases a day, which is the ones that you know me. That's ridiculously boring for me. I do. Yes, I have, and I'm an official farmer now. I'm a fucking tractor. I got vroom, get that thing fucking brooming around. I'm plowing fields because I'm fucking not jumping. I got into a discussion with the group today, and they asked me, aren't you chasing into doing this? And aren't? No, I haven't left sector. Mistress, you're in sector. How long? I've been parked pretty much for what? Since PvP started?
I'm disappointed with that, honestly, but yes. Well, I got to go out with you in EVA, and I had a blast in Discord going to kick some ass, and then Kixeye goes and screws all this crap up. And part of me wonders if they did that mini sale crap to make it look like there's more players. That way, when they went for the sale, it looked like there were more members and that they may have more revenue.
That's a strong possibility. It really is. Right now, they're trying to make it. I'm not. That's what I'm pointing at. Is they're trying to make it look like they actually are busy, and let's be honest, they're not. I mean, now I talked to Scooby. Anonymous, you've probably talked to him a little more than I have. A few others talked to him again today. He bought a car. He's going to travel the country. He's not on War Commander.
I've seen that guy's payment receipts, and
Fuck that. I wish I. Yeah.
let me just tell you right now, Kixeye's not going to be able to afford to keep the fucking lights on if that guy's not playing.
There goes their summer home.
Someone's not getting the Christmas bonus this year.
Fuck no. Their bonuses went out the door. Somebody better fucking call 911 or something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I witnessed Scooby sit there in a hangout one night. Had a little buzz on for himself, which is if you've been in a hangout with him, he's funny. Buzz on. But he forgot that he had the screen share going, and he bought a new computer and something else, and the money he was willing to spend it like a heartbeat, thinking nothing of it. I'm going, it's a car just in a box. You realize this, right?
Yep.
And he don't care. If he wants it, he's going to get it. And for him to tell me, I bought a car, a real car, not a computer. I'm picking out my vacation spots, and I'm going to travel. And he told me a list of places he's going to visit. And I'm like, and please enjoy. He goes, I bought this car because it's the smoothest ride out there. And I'm like, yeah, but you'll get to your destination to log in. He said, the hell I will.
Hope not.
It's another day in paradise.
Heart of gold, and unfortunately, he fell into the Kixeye trap, just like all of us.
And that is the God's honest truth. He really did fall into it. and he's such a nice guy. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been on the good side of Scooby. I've been on the bad side of Scooby. I've been in the middle. I've been smashed by him for the fun of it. I've been smashed by him because he's pissed at me. And either way, I can never say he's not a nice guy. Yes, he can be a pain in the ass, but so can I. So what else is new? But the point of all of this is he's gone. Now, that's not the only one that's left. We know this for a fact. Now, Anonymous, you've been known to coin a little bit, and how are you doing on your coining?
I've cut it down to about $50 a week, and I still don't even want to do that.
And there's a few others out there that you know and I know. They shut it down.
Yeah.
Now I'm averaging probably $10 a week.
Yeah, I used to, be I'd buy the 200 gold or $200 package of gold a couple of times a week, and I can't even tell you when the last time I bought it was. I think it was when the Command Center upgrade came out.
Now let's ask Debo. Mr. Debo got to have all the best and does have all the best.
What's coining?
Let's be honest. Wait a minute, I got a legit question for Debo. Legit question. Now, besides the upgrades, because we know you are an upgrade fanatic, your shit's got to be the best, no matter what. But besides the upgrades, for PvP, how much gold have you can you say you honestly spent?
Since the start of this PvP season?
How about the last 3 months?
Ah, shit, last 3 months. All right. I'm going to go with maybe 500 gold tops for the last 3 months.
Now,
probably less, but I'm just
Okay.
trying to give it a decent number.
Now, let's say 6 months ago, what was your average, you think?
I'd say probably about 1,500 gold for 6 months or so.
So here you cut back.
Oh yeah, I've cut back tremendously. I mean, even when it comes to the latest and greatest upgrades, a lot of people ran out and coined all those fucking new turret stands and shit like that. I left them. I don't care. I got time.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat with you on that one.
Normally, I have the biggest, baddest hunters in there. I'm fucking just taking my time right now.
No, I ain't gonna lie. The data hunters came out. I maxed them.
Well,
I didn't max the rail or the other shit.
Mistress, now I don't know your spending sprees. I know you do coin occasionally, but are you coining any for PvP or just strictly to finish upgrades and builds?
I am only coining for my upgrades and builds and expansions.
So you're basically you're not PvP coining now.
I did the other day when we had some people come in, but other than that, it was just to, be able to kill again.
So basically, you've cut back.
Defending. Yep. Oh yeah.
All right, Doc. I'm going to ask the question. When's the last time you spent gold?
Oh, I don't know. About 3 years ago, when I was still playing Vega.
Look, guys, I'm not trying to be a dick here. I just want us to be realists. That $30 million that they're supposed to get if Kickside performs well. Look, in War Commander, they're not going to get it from us.
No, I gotta straighten some out in the chat real quick. Rich, Cybertoad isn't a Kickside employee. He's never been a Kickside employee. He's a goddamn moderator with ideas above his fucking station. And I said to him, what? He pissed me off, and if I ever met that son of a bitch in person, I'd kick him right in his face.
I can't argue with that. How am I supposed to argue with that?
You don't.
Go for the nuts.
Look, let's make it clear. All moderators, and that is Daba Phoenix, Skipjack, Cybertwat, what's
David
his
the
name?
Douche.
David the Douche, the one that does the Wicca.
Oh God.
Troy.
Yeah. None of them are actually Kickstarter employees. They do not collect a paycheck.
Nope.
They do not. And back in the day, they probably did, the older ones probably got some kind of kickback, but nowadays they do not. Matter of fact, moderators have less power than they ever have. Now, people like Cybertwat, they kind of abuse the Discord power a lot. We all know this. We've seen it. He, in particular, should probably be even a moderator anymore.
You shouldn't have been a moderator fucking 5 years ago.
Well, a lot of stuff he's done, and then they caught him doing. I still don't know how he is one. And it brings me back to the old Shadow Killer days.
Mhm.
Shadow Killer. Everybody said it was a personal vendetta. No, it was a fucking War Commander vendetta because everything he said Cybertwat did, Shadow was able not only to prove that it was against players' benefit, but the players were outraged at him all the time. Not that we're,
Not that we're not now.
Yeah, hence that night where we found when Shadow let everybody know where he was hiding. They bombed the whole sector within 5 minutes. Was it, Doc?
Yeah, we were there in 5. We were about 150 of us in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, the sector had him 20 deep, and within 3 minutes they had him bubbled. Yeah. The whole sector was getting nailed too.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff going on, but with this new sale, now we don't know what's going to happen. This sale could take moderation and chuck it out the door. They could even take the Discord and chuck it out the door. They could take the game team from San Fran and say, hey, we're going to, have a nice day. You're out of here. All these articles are speculation and puff pieces. Nothing's in writing. Or, it's even better, and I don't think people understand, is they say they're going to not change the majority of the game teams. Well, you're talking the game teams. That means Vega's game team. That means Battle Pirates game team. That means War Commander. So when they say majority, that means out of all 100 of the ones the game team, they could still take 25, and that's not a big deal.
No, it doesn't. They won't. They wouldn't touch with the Australia team at all.
Exactly. So
they won't touch Australia, which means they won't touch Vega.
So Vega's game team's probably the safest one of the bunch.
Yeah. Battle Pirates and War Commander were all done by San Francisco.
And we know San Francisco office is closing. So how many are they going to be willing to relocate? How many are they going to be willing to keep on?
They've either already done it or the orders have already been issued.
Yeah, they just haven't pulled them out.
And they'll probably fill it out with university students and interns like they usually do.
Dr. Phil would be a good mod, but he don't like pineapple pizza.
No, pineapple pizza is and will remain heresy. And if you disagree, I will ban you.
I agree with you.
Nobody can ban tonight, but that is funny as hell. Look, guys.
I have to say something off the cuff.
Hello, Venom. Long time no see. Look, guys. Right now, all these puff pieces are coming out. They are puff pieces. Okay, that's exactly what they are. They're to make it look like everything's going to be hunky-dory because they're not going to tell you the bad stuff because they don't want us to get worried and leave or quit. They're going to keep, this is what we're going to try to do. This is what, when the final cuts come down, when they take it over the third, they can walk in and say, hey, see you all fucking later. Because that's what they can do. That's their power, their right, they own it.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta be real. You gotta be realistic here. I mean, I'm not gonna spend $5 on a pack of cigarettes to throw them on the ground and step on them. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm not saying they're going to fucking close the game. They're not. They spent $90 million minimum to buy this shit. Guess what? They're going to run this shit till it's dead. The point of my fact is that Storm Chaser could come in on Monday thinking he's got a package to go over there. He could go overseas to wherever, start training those guys, and as soon as they get where they're comfortable, he could be out the door too.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
There's no guarantees anymore. None. And if you really think there's a guarantee with any of the Kicksite employees right now, you're wrong. Now, you and I have had the conversation about them switching off Flash. At this point they're going to switch it off Flash. They're not spending $90 million just let Flash, kill it.
No.
But I heard rumors that they have another team that will be working on it, fresh start, come on the 3rd.
And they have my sympathy and my pity.
I agree.
I bet you one of the stipulations for them buying War Commander is they figure out how to use the Mine Factory.
They probably still haven't told them about that problem. Okay, let's be honest.
Probably not.
I mean, let's be absolutely honest. They have probably kept that as the biggest quiet secret in history. There's so many things.
That thing is unfixable. It has been broken for so fucking long.
Unfortunately, that's what they're in the process of doing right now, to my mind, is all these Gen 2 buildings. It's all stuff that they've lost, the ability to control or code or whatever. And now they're switching it over to Gen 2, so it is a complete new building. And then once they have control over that, that's going to aid their transition into HTML5. I don't know if they're going to do it themselves or if this other company is going to do it, but
they're already in the transition phase as it is.
Yes,
Because
they are.
Battle Pirates are the first fucking monkeys under the spanner first.
But let's hit on this last topic, last part of this, and then we can move on to the actual.
We can actually move on to actual game shit, and I can go to bed.
Yeah. One of the things that Storm Chaser and many of others said is this PvP season's a test. Well, we know why they gave it a month, because next month starts the new ownership. So there's no telling what the new ownership already wanted to put in place. Okay. So let's be honest. Right now, starting July 3rd, right before 4th of July. So, we might want to take the 4th of July and not even log in, guys. Let's be honest. Do you see this company going to do subtle changes, or are they going to grab the bulls by the horn and try to fix it right off the bat? And I'm throwing this out to the YouTube, and I'm throwing this out to our panel. Let's start with the panel, then let's see what YouTube's got to say.
Now, right off the bat, what I would recommend and what I would think they would do, maybe are going to probably be two ends of the spectrum here. What I would recommend is baby steps.
With this game and how easily it breaks, fuck yeah!
Yeah.
But they don't know all the problems they had. I guarantee that none of that came up. But let's see what up.
It's probably come up because it's going to have to be, otherwise they wouldn't have taken the acquisition for what it is. On the other side of that, having been in that particular area for a long time, it could go horribly wrong. And they could try and do it like they've always tried to do, and new guys have come in and tried to do big sweeping changes to the game and try to fix everything at once. We're going to do massive changes to PvE. We're going to do this. We're going to do building stuff. We're going to give you new base designs. We're going to give you this. And they'll try and throw everything they can at you, and the game will implode on itself.
Strong possibility.
And then there'll be 90 million quid out the fucking shitter.
Well, remember, this is not all just War Commander. Battle Pirates and Vega are part of this, but I'm more worried about when it comes to War Commander. I think they're going to throw a bunch of fucking shit at it and hope it sticks. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. Anonymous, what do you think?
Oh God. They gotta take it slow. And I think before they make any game changes, they need to start with the team. They need to make sure that they have a competent team that can let's say do a weekly maintenance and come up with no fucking problems.
You mean like the 3-hour problem we had just a day ago?
Yeah, and then what was it? 2-3 weeks ago, they went down. They came back up. They shut back down. They came back up. They shut back down. They took away everything that they gave us and pushed it out another week. It's just they can't even do a simple maintenance.
What goes up must come down. Do.
Yeah, basically that's what it felt like the other day. I ain't gonna even lie. Debo, what do you think? Uh-oh. I think we lost the Debo.
It's a possibility. Next.
Mistress, what do you think?
They need to concentrate on the design and the game and what their servers can actually handle. and it's about the user experience, and they really need to really look into it. I think the baby steps is the way to go before they can do anything full force, because they need to get to learn us and the game.
Well, that would be what I would hope, but we don't know. YouTube, what are you thinking? I mean, let's take a peek over there, Doc, because I got.
There's a lot of stuff going on. The chat is moving quite fast.
I like fast. Fast is good.
Everybody's all ramped up.
Look, this is the situation is agree. I will start with the game team, then we'll look at Julio. It's going to make a small. It looks like most people are saying they want small steps.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, we all know every time the Kickside tries to do big changes to this game, it breaks. It breaks. Oh, Debo, yeah, pizza guy. It must have a pineapple pizza there for you.
What?
Roy
Who
finally
doesn't
read
What
like
have you
pineapple on their
done?
pizza?
What do you
No,
think, Debo? Small
I-
changes or big changes?
They're definitely gonna, do small changes. If they came right out of the gate and started hitting it hard, I mean, they're just asking for problems. Especially since they're going to be still trying to utilize the original Kickstarter employees. I think they're all going to have enough sense to say, hey, take a step back. Even if something they want to do is really ambitious and really crazy, I think the Kickstarter employees that they do keep around are going to tell them, like, hey, these are things we've tried, these are things we've done. So I think they'll use common sense.
BJ and YouTube says he'd sack them all and the bot in Discord. Their fucking bot's nasty. I got banned for using caps again. Had to go back to a moderator. It was the guy's name. And I got
Oh
banned
my
for it.
god.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to go to a moderator. I said, go look back so you can see it was the guy's name I was typing.
Under,
And he's like, sorry about that. We'll try to make adjustments. I'm like, how do you you got it. I mean, I get bought for typing a guy's name.
Jesus.
under new ownership, will you get customer service back?
No.
You're not the first person to ask that. You're not even close to the first person to ask that, to be honest. Earlier today in a hangout, that was asked. That exact question. Will you get it? And I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. I have no fucking clue.
No, they're going to send it all to trusted players, and you'll never get any fucking coins.
Oh, God. I swear to God, everybody keeps wondering if I'm going to get customer service back because Kickside doesn't own it. I'll tell you what, if the San Francisco team gets if they close all the offices, that's when I'll make the attempt because probably half of them don't want to know.
Right, you've got to get in there and sweeten it up first. You've got to, not be an asshole for about 6 months.
Oh, I'm fucked then.
Your do not respond paperwork will be in a manila envelope in a milk crate in somebody's storage shed.
Yeah.
I agree, Alamo. Alamo, I agree.
No, Roy's name will be on the fucking whiteboard in the office when they get in there. Don't answer tickets from this prick.
All right, so Doc, let's move on from the sale. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back into the regular gameplay stuff. And
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Actual stuff.
Actual stuff. Can you believe this?
Holy shit.
So let it rip, Potato Chip.
All right, the following changes and fixtures have been applied on the Wednesday, June the 5th update, which was yesterday. Building sale, the sun is shining and the sectors are scorching, and that's a stupid fucking line, so I'm going to skip it. There's a building sale. The Chopper Company boss base, they are now blitzable. Chance to claim rare elite parts for the Chopper Company. It's 3 advanced helicopters equipped with guiding missiles that wreak havoc from above. The challenge bases, calling all commanders with a keen eye. Challenge bases are getting a facelift. Mixing things up, changing the template to all current challenge bases. Hopefully the new template provides you with a challenge. The unit base rewards simplified the process of collecting Gen 1 and Gen 2 units and tech, merged the old tech bases in with the unit bases, and better yet, made them pay out both tech and units when successful, increased the number of units paid out across the bases, and Gen 1 bases will see an increase in tech paid out. It's now apparently easier to get Gen 1 and Gen 2 stuff. The Gear Store update, which we'll go over in a minute. Update of stuff, tech for the War Rig, and allows it to deploy technicals and a hammer for support. Example of new content, check out the Gear Store. And the bug fixes, range displayed for the telemetry boosted turret is not showing buffed range. UI has been updated to reflect buffed range. Players see their own faction walls when scouting another player is fixed. Infamy strip stopped if players relocate is fixed. And the event HUD blocks the attack button is also fixed.
Okay. So they fixed. And most of it's a visual, so glad they finally visually fixed something.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Some bases.
Let's talk about what's the next one on the list there, Doc?
The Gear Store update.
Yes, let's talk about now. I want to start first right at Doc. I want to go right to the Liberator. Right there, Liberators or Death.
Liberty or Death. Applied to Command Center. When attacked, bases attack Liberty or Death spawns 20 level 20 Liberators for 12 hours for a cost of 10,000 medals.
Can I ask the panel and everybody, does this seem about right to you? I mean, literally,
No.
Sentinel gets Seekers, we get Survivor gets Liberators. Does this make sense to anybody?
No, that's a shit. That's a shit op.
Anonymous, what do you think?
Who the fuck even uses a faction boost anymore anyways?
I still do because it's working for me.
Fucking A, man. The new turrets are way too powerful to keep your faction boost. So
I'm enjoying it.
Put some lead storms in your base. I'll give you a couple more tips on that after, and you'll love it.
Yeah, after the show. After the show for that one.
Well, what about you? But I'm being honest. Let's be honest here.
No,
They should be sharpshooters.
Yeah, it's weak. But at this point in time, it took them this long to give us a defensive survivor thing. So, I mean, I'll take what I can take. But I think it's definitely weak. They should have rethought that a little bit.
Okay.
Put them all in a cluster and suicide them into your enemy.
The only thing. All right. So what can we use it for? We can use it to get the bloodlust going a little bit faster. So basically, just let them go out there, cannon fodder, and build up your bloodlust a little bit faster. I think they could even, if they would have went with like hammers or something, give us 5 hammers that will help you defend your base. I think that would have been a little bit better. I think going all the way, Liberators that's just weak. I'm sorry.
20 of them. It's still weak. It's still weak. So
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna use it. So
yeah, I'm gonna use it too. What else choice do we have?
I already am.
So, Mistress, you think it's weak? Is what you're saying?
I think it's weak, but I bought it and I'm using it.
Yeah. Doc, anything in your base is actually going to make you stronger. So,
Shut up. I wouldn't even use that one anyway. I was never a survivor.
Oh, really?
I always was.
So,
Always Corpus.
I've always been a survivor. I've never changed.
Okay.
let's go on. Yeah,
this is what you were bashing on about a few minutes ago.
Oh, I want this motherfucker. I'm going to get it.
I got it.
Wow. The component training manual applied to the War Rig. It adds a convoy of survivor units. It adds level 1 adds a technical, level 2 adds a Rocket Man technical, level 3 adds a Burning Man technical, level 4 adds another Rocket Man technical, level 5 adds another Burning Man technical, and level 6 adds a hammer.
Holy shit,
and it's a convoy slot, and the price is 500,000 medals. That's it, apparently.
That much.
And it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
I was surprised that there's nothing else added to that. Because they usually go through the ins and outs.
No, that's pretty much all they did was add that, and I'm pretty good with that.
Okay.
All right, it's the next subject.
We touched on the building sale at the beginning of this, and it's basically building sales include barrack, helipad, Delta, tech center, war factory, radio tower, academy, storage, hangar, merc camp. Airfield Workshop and Armory. If you still have the need to use that Merc camp at any point, I think you should just quit.
What I don't understand is why Helipad Delta and not the other one.
Delta, the newest one.
Yeah, I think so. Tango might be. I don't know. I don't see what the point of doing one and not the other, though.
I don't know.
I don't get that one.
It's all bullshit to me.
I may coin my barracks. We'll see.
Barracks are nice. All right,
But
go to the next one, Doc.
That's 50% off the upgrade price, not the upgrade time. And last but not least is the event calendar, which somebody's probably got one out there already, so there's no real point in going through it. If you want it, you can go on the forums and get a copy for yourself, because I'm not reading all this shit out.
Oh, but Doc.
Read tomorrow.
They can go read it. There's too much fucking shit on there. I'll be here for half an hour.
All right, well, I'm going to talk about the calendar real quick and brief. We're already up to what the hell are we, the 6th? So we'll skip everything previous. Tomorrow we got more Corpus. It says Corpus bases. Then 8th is Screamer bases, Bastion bases, of course. What is today? Today's Thursday?
Today is a Thursday.
It's Thursday the 6th.
Now,
Tomorrow's Friday.
the only one worth highlighting is June the 18th, where it says last day of monthly event, which would be the 11th, which would be the start of the event, or the 12th, but it says the 13th.
Event. No, Doc, I don't know if you know, but they changed the length of the fucking event. So it starts on the 13th and ends on the 18th, which is a Tuesday. So they cut the event short again.
So they cut the event short by a day.
Again. And they didn't hear us bitch about it enough of that last time.
No.
Evidently not. So they'll be hearing more bitching about that again. Don't forget, this will be the Elite or Omega Shepherd bases this time. And it's also all 3 factions this time. So this event is going to suck.
Get your Nick, your Rick, and your Leonard. They're all good.
Nick is which one?
Nick is the Seeker hero. And
Yeah, he's not pretty bad. He's pretty good for a fucking hero. I was kind of shocked by how good he was.
he's a beast. And then you got your Leonard is the Cerberus hero.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad.
Oh, dude, you can run your 11 Raptors over that thing 5 times and it still lives.
Yeah, they gave him a good amount of health.
And
So,
then,
and
With a
then-
name like Leonard, he's going to need it.
Yeah.
the Rick is the Bonesaw hero. And I'm going to tell you right now that Survivor's Bloodlust with that suicide explosion, it's going to be pretty cool.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool. So now that we're talking about this here, we got this event that's going to be all 3. They cut it short. Do you guys think they're going to screw up and give us 2 units again, or are they not? Are they going to be smart this time and not give us something to bitch about?
Cash grab.
Yeah, let's just start with Doc, just because it's Doc.
Okay, I want you to think real hard here for a minute and repeat the last sentence you said
Because it's Kickside.
before that.
They're going to screw up?
Close enough.
I got a feeling they're going to give us 2 units again. Anonymous, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be the 3 heroes, the trophy, tech for the Shepherd, and another unit or something, because they're going to want us to grind for them fucking tokens.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big token fan lately.
No, especially with the, 4,400 techs to do both the last 2 units.
Yeah, that was so fun. By the way, I didn't bother fucking doing it.
Yeah, me neither.
Are you using the new infantry unit at all?
Nope.
Me neither.
Level
Diego,
10.
are you using it?
I did briefly, but then I went back to All Survivor.
Okay, okay. Mistress, are you using that new infantry unit?
Not at all.
Doc, we know you're not using anything.
Nope.
So I'm not. So who is actually using it? Anybody out there using that damn thing? Anti-air, what the hell is it? I can't even say it right when it fucking is in front of me. The Seraph?
The syrup, yeah.
Oh,
I call it the crackbot, but that's just my opinion.
Hey, you've got the Herald, who's the flying dildo.
yeah.
Don't make fun
Everyone,
of it.
everyone gets names. Everything gets names.
No, I'm not
I
going to.
honestly wouldn't be surprised if we saw some tech for that unit because they didn't release that this month.
Well, you know what's funny?
Champ.
I read in the thing several times where they said that it was just too powerful and they weren't going to give us the tech for it.
What tech?
So,
For the Seraph.
So they actually came out and said it was OP.
They said it was OP.
Jesus.
And guess what? And now everybody's saying it sucks, so. Champ, I hope you're having a good time in Miami. Probably not, but I hope
Was
it
it?
is.
So what they do? Did they nerf it?
I think everybody had high hopes for it and realized it wasn't going to work out the way they thought, and that was the end of that. That's what my opinion. Anonymous, what's your opinion of it?
he's sharing a screen.
I built 5 and I put them immediately into the storage, so I can't give you an educated opinion on that because it's just a generation version of the Stinger. It doesn't
Okay.
really take down the Raptors, so I don't have any interest in it.
I'd also turn off your chat.
Yeah. Debo, you said you used it.
Yeah, as soon as I got them, I put them in the towers at my base. I don't think they're bad. I just, after careful deliberation, I just felt that I'd rather go back to a faction instead of being a mix.
Who's sharing their screen?
Anonymous.
Yeah.
I put anonymous on there.
I mean, but
He's killing bases, and I saw the new War Rig tech on it, so I figured.
Oh
I'd let
yeah,
that-
he just pulled that out.
Yeah, he just ripped that one out. That new tech's pretty awesome. I like that new tech, and I got to work getting that shit.
I don't know about that tech, but that guy's base was worse than mine.
Yeah, pretty much.
He had
Oh,
a
wow.
Ronin in there. Jesus Christ.
I
I,
hear
need,
you.
Kick size pushing us to kill these dead bases, so
I need to go chase some Thor and upgrade mine.
I used
the
to.
tech's amazing.
Yeah, the tech is.
I have it.
They hit a home run. They did hit a home run with that.
Watch it. They'll nerf that next because it'll be too powerful.
It seems that way. So, Debo, what were you saying? You kind of.
oh no, it was just like I said, I didn't want to go away from the faction, so I switched it back. But I mean, I had high hopes for him, but after a conversation with Storm Chaser, he did say that they're pushing a anti-air infantry for all 3 factions. So I basically said you couldn't have told me that before I bought 55 tokens for this thing, but whatever.
Oh my god.
So yeah, to answer your previous question, I do think there's a possibility that we might be getting the next anti-air infantry, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so I'm going to ask a couple questions to the whole panel. We're going to have a little fun with this one, and this is what I call my new segment of hopes and prayers. Yes, I actually came up with a name for this segment because we're going to do this every Thursday. Hopes and prayers.
Hopes and prayers.
That's right. We pray they don't fuck something up, and we hope they may do things. So you need two ideas here. You
As a
hope
practitioner of a Norse religion, I am extremely offended by that.
good.
There is no one god in my pantheon. There are many.
Well,
Well,
if
then
you're
pray to
doing
all
it,
your pray to all your gods. We need it. It's
yeah,
Kixeye.
let's kick side. We're gonna need all the prayers we can get on this one. So hopes and prayers. You hope they do something, and you pray they fix something. So those are your chances of two things. Okay, you got each person's gonna come up with two things. Anonymous, what's your hopes and prayers?
Oh boy. One, I hope this new company is a good company. You know, and they have great ideas for the future of this game. I mean, the only silver lining with them is, you know, you're not going to spend that kind of money on something you're looking to pull the plug on. So I hope my theory on that's right, and I pray that, you know, Kixeye does one last hoorah. You know, one last show of good faith for the loyal customers that they've had for all of these years. You know, they're selling the company. It wouldn't be any skin off their back to do something for everybody as an appreciation.
Okay,
That wouldn't happen. So
no, but
That's what
it's
I
good hopes and prayers. That's what it's for. Debo, what are your hopes and prayers?
Oh, geez. I hope that with the time left in this fiscal year, that this game turns it around and makes us want to play, makes us want to spend money, and makes them able to get their nut on the end. And I pray that they fix the Lancers.
They still do what the fuck they want. I don't care what anybody says. I went out of my base. I had them all put in the right place. I go back in my base. They're all into the fucking CC. It's like, the fuck? I know where you were just 2 minutes ago. So, yeah, they're fucking doing whatever they want. All right. So, Mistress, what's your hopes and prayers?
Well, I hope that the new owner listens to us, the players. And honestly, I pray that not too many of my friends quit the game before they get this shit together here. So,
Okay. Doc, we don't need your hopes and prayers because, well, we know the game's.
Hey, I got a lot.
Yeah, well, let's hear him, Doc.
Well, first of all, I hope Will Harbin gets a flat tire in the middle of nowhere and then gets murdered by the Zodiac. I hope Paul Priest gets hit by a bus. I like David Scott, so he's okay.
Okay. So hopes and prayers are very not good for Doc.
Prayers, on the other hand, well, I prayed the game could last the end of the year before it died.
Well, that's more than what you used to pray for, so I'll take it. So it comes down to me. My hopes and prayers. My hopes is that this new company comes in balls blazing and try to make this game last and gets this off Flash where it's a little more stable. My prayers is they fucking fix PvP for it's actually fucking PvP again and not dead fucking base farming. But from what I'm seeing, I think they kind of like the fucking farmers. So, like I said, hopes and prayers. Doc, is that everything?
It's everything on my list.
All right. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we still did good on time, Doc. I thought we wanted way late.
I think we've
It's,
done
it's,
okay.
all, it's all because of this pineapple pizza. Oh, it's
Oh,
yes, it is.
You fucking heathen.
you know, even Doc, when you were playing, you still couldn't do nothing about Debo because you couldn't hit his base.
No.
So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give our shout outs and we're going to get the fuck out of here. And I want to definitely say, God, this is going to be interesting. Anonymous, go for it.
I'm just going to give a shout out to the future owner of Kixeye. I think it was Tony Stark, Mr. Iron Man himself.
I hate to break it to you, but a big spoiler alert here. He died last month.
Oh, shit. Oh, shout out to his families. My condolences. And shout outs to the panel, YouTube, everybody. Love you guys. And my last words is just remember, don't let Kixeye fuck you. We're the players. We fuck Kixeye.
Good
I
luck.
like his ideas on that one, but all right. So let's go to Debo.
Well, thank you there, Roy. This show has been brought to you by Pineapple on Pizza. We love pineapple on pizza. Shout out to everybody on the panel, everybody on YouTube. Enjoy the game. Have fun.
Oh God, thank you, Theo. That was Mistress.
I just want to thank you for having me as a guest this evening, and a shout out to all you there on YouTube. So stay safe. Don't quit the game yet.
Doc, I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna let you do your rant because I know you got one built up because I kept you up here this late. So before I let Doc have his way with basically all of you, I'm gonna say a big shout out to everybody that came out tonight. Thank you for letting me steal Anonymous from Battle Vortex. I know Killer Queen never doesn't care where he pops his head in, but I'm really glad he came over. Other people might be a little more upset if I asked them to join. So a big shout out to Debo for taking time away from his family to come on here. Mistress, thank you for breaking your cherry by coming on to a first show like this over here on the Situation Room. And once again, thank you, Doc, for taking your time to, and your sleep away from you to come on here. Oh, by the way, congratulations for getting out of Facebook jail again. On that note,
time this year.
On that note, pass the pineapple pizza and go for it, Doc.
You had to throw that fucking comment in the air, didn't you? Yeah. All right. Well, basically, shout out to this evening. We'll go to the usual, to the panel, to the YouTube, to pretty much the faces that I've spotted in there, both old and new. And Venom, you're still a fucking heathen. And Debo, you're a fucking heathen. And anybody who eats pineapple pizza is a goddamn heathen. And that is the order of things. Because I said it is. As for the whole Kickside debacle, to be honest, Will, you should have sold yourself out to EA a few years ago, and you might not be in such a fucking mess that you're in now. I guarantee your MMO won't last more than a year because you're a micromanaging prick, and you will not keep your fingers out of every single fucking pie you can get them in. Because that's who you are. You're a failed developer. You're a failure as a CEO. And that's who you will be for the rest of fucking eternity. You might have all the money in the world, but you're still a fucking failure. And that's about it from me this evening. So I also leave you with the usual. You can join us again on Sunday night. But Roy does all the timings, and that he'll post up the show
6
when he's
p.m.
done.
6 p.m.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. The Situation Room again. And of course, I've been the Immortal One. This has been the Situation Room. And then enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted. And fuck off. Good night.